everybody, I'm Ashley Hunter. This is my demonstration video and we're going to be learning how to bake and decorate cupcakes. One of the things you will need is a mixer, and you will also need an oven. For the cupcakes, you will need butter, vegetable oil, baking powder, salt, vanilla, flour, sugar, milk, and eggs. You will also need a cup, 1/4 cup, 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, and 1/4 teaspoon. First, you will need a medium-sized bowl, and we are going to combine the flour, the salt, and the baking powder together. You will need 1 1/4 cup of flour. You will need 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and you will need 1 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. You're going to set this to the side, and you're going to get out a mixing bowl. You want to take your melted butter and add that to your mixing bowl. Then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Next, you're going to add 3/4 cup of sugar. And last, you're going to add 1 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Then you're going to want to take that mixture and mix it together using your stand mixer. You're going to want to mix this until it's very fluffy and light looking in color. Then you're going to stop and you're going to add your eggs. Now you're going to add half of the dry ingredients into this batter, just like that. And then we're going to mix this together. And again, you might need to stop halfway through and make sure you scrape down the sides. Now you're going to add the milk. You're going to add 3/4 a cup to this. And then you're going to mix this together. It's going to look a little chunky, and that's okay. That's what we want it to look like. And now we're going to add the rest of our dry ingredients. And the key here is not to overmix it. You want it to look a little chunky, and that's exactly how you want it. Next, you want to make sure your oven is preheated to 350. You want to make sure you have your cupcake pan, and you're going to line your cupcake pan with cupcake liners. Next, you're going to want to add your cupcake batter to your cupcake liners, and I do that by using a cookie dough scooper. Kind of looks like an ice cream scooper. An ice cream scooper would work the same way, but you just want to make sure that the same amount of batter is in every single cupcake liner. That way your cupcakes bake evenly. Once your cupcake liners are full and your oven's preheated to 350, we're going to bake for 15 minutes. You're going to check to make sure your cupcakes are done by using a toothpick and making sure the toothpick comes out clean. Now let's move on to making the buttercream. For the buttercream, you're going to need 4 sticks of butter, a whole bag of powdered sugar, some salt, vanilla, and your mixing stand. And we're going to put in our 4 sticks of butter, and we're going to beat that first. And when you're done, this is what you kind of want it to look like. Next, you're going to want to add your vanilla, and I add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then I give that a good stir and let it get mixed up. Now you're going to add your powdered sugar, and you're going to add a whole 2-pound bag of powdered sugar to this butter. And you're going to want to do it slowly. That way powder doesn't fly everywhere when you mix it together. The thing about buttercream is you want to make sure you use enough powdered sugar, because the powdered sugar is what's going to give you the volume to your buttercream. You don't want to skip out on the powdered sugar. If the icing is too sweet, then you can just add a little bit of salt to it, and that will kind of help balance things out. And then at this point, you can add food coloring if you want. I'm choosing not to add food coloring to mine. I'm just going to keep mine white. Now we're going to move on to decorating our cupcakes. For these cupcakes, I'll be using a Wilton 1M piping tip. It looks like this, like a little star. What you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna start with your piping bag, and you're just gonna cut a little bit off your piping bag at the end so you can put the piping tip in there. To fill the piping bag with frosting, I get a tall glass and I put the piping bag in there. Next, you're gonna take your icing and you're gonna add your icing to the piping bag. Then you're going to take the icing bag out of the glass. I usually lay it down and I just make sure that all the air bubbles are out of it. And you twist one side of it and you are ready to pipe. I'm going to show you how to pipe a nice pretty flower. It looks kind of like a rose. You're going to start in the middle, adding just enough pressure. And then you're just going to slowly take it around. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really hope you guys learned a lot, and I really hope you guys take the time out of your day and create some beautiful cupcakes.